So warm welcome, not taking much time on the formality. The topic is company-wide quality culture. I remember September 2012, I was in the same room giving a talk on quality is mindset, not an event. So in continuous journey to give the quality to my people here, this is the topic. I think this is precondition always. Before I start my evening talk or any talk, I think keep mind open. So you agree with me? Let me start with some questions to you guys. First questions, how many of you working professional here? You are working in a company or you are an entrepreneur? Raise your hand. You are working in a company or you are a businessman? Raise your hand. 70, 80%, good. How many of you believe there is need to push the strong quality culture in your business, your profession or your company? How many say yes? Raise your hand. So guys, you are with me on the topic, right? I will bore you with questions. How many of you think that customer complaint has relation with the quality as a subject? Raise your hand if you agree. So this is a very dear topic, right? Now last question. How many of you believe the good quality culture is a good business? All like-minded people, right? So this is again in alignment. Rich, thank you. Every time you are always with me. Last question again. How many of you received training on quality improvement program? 1, 2, 3. So maybe tomorrow if somebody asks you this question, everybody will raise this, right? This is one of the quality improvement program. Because culture, I'm going to talk on culture and that too again quality culture. Definitely it will add to your mind share and the action share, right? It will add to your knowledge, sure you will convert into a competency. So this topic is very interesting. Before we take further journey, I think I would like to give my gratitude to a lot of quality gurus. If you have heard their name, I don't know, but I want to just give my gratitude. Number one is Edward Deming. He is a quality guru. Edward Deming has given a first champion tool, that is PDCA, plan, do, check, act. And from there the other cycle started and then evaluation of the Six Sigma. Another quality guru is Juran. Mr. Juran has given a quality management ideas, how to manage the quality. Third typical guru is Phillips Crosby. I think his talk will come, but he gave a very nice statement that quality is free. Nice statement, quality is free. There is no cost to get the quality in your company. So these are all big people, quality guru. My attitude for them, gratitude, right? Now, couple of expert views in this evening talk on this connected topic. To attempt the implementation of a total quality without creating company-wide quality culture is to invite the failure. Culture is very, very important and central theme of today is creating company-wide quality culture. Another continuation of my hypothesis of evening talk is that quality is a state of mind. Building quality into your solution needs to be an integral part of your business process. A lot of benefit, just wait. Companies with a quality culture, they recognize if you do not improve, you deteriorate. So these are the three hypotheses in start. I think evening talk will proceed for 60-70 minutes. We will talk about what is this company and wide quality culture. Ways to shift the culture to a quality, means creating company-wide culture on quality. If time permits, we'll have audio video and we'll have closing with question answers. Now what is the meaning of company? Wikipedia is very popular today and this is downloaded from Wikipedia only. The meaning of the company in today's context, evening talk, is your firm, business, corporation, establishment, agency, office, your bureau, institution, organization, operation, enterprise, venture. This is called company. Just to clarify, this is my boundary of the company-wide quality culture. What is the meaning of culture? A culture is a way of life of a group, of a people, the behaviors, beliefs and values. Again, context is company. What all I am talking today, one disclaimer, this is in the context of the company. What all I am giving you this evening talk based on my experience, exposure and my personal views. This is a disclaimer. If it is empowering you, take this as a gift. If it is not empowering you, keep it side of your wallet, right? Culture is a collective programming of a mind. So this is a strong, aspect of the culture. It is how the group behaves. What are the group common beliefs and values? Now, what is the width of this quality culture? The meaning of the wide quality culture means comprehensive. It is not superficial. Meaning is ample, broad, extensive, large scale, vast, immense, far-ranging. I want to say as good as DNA of your company, as good as your operating system of your company. This culture, I think, the standard dialogue I have learned from my guru. One of my guru name is Robin Sharma. You heard his name or no? He is my coach and mentor. So I spend every quarter, once in 3 months, some personal time. And before we read this, now let us listen his audio on culture.
Chapter 28, Culture is King. At a leadership training program I recently gave for a group of high-tech managers, a distinguished-looking man came up to me at the break and shared, "I love what you said about the need for each one of us to develop a leadership culture within our organizations. At our company, one of our top priorities is to work on our culture. We talk about it all the time. Last year, our company grew 600%. Our focus on culture building worked splendidly." Impressive. As I've suggested earlier, one of your most sustainable competitive advantages will be developing a culture of leadership. When clients engage Sharma Leadership International for organizational development and employee training, one of the first areas we focus on is developing the company's culture, because all performance is driven by the culture of the organization. All performance truly is shaped by the organization's culture. Your competitors will copy your products if they are good. They will copy your services if they are good. They will copy your branding if it's good. But they will never be able to copy your culture. And your culture is that very thing that makes your organization special. It's the organization's soul. It's the organization's religion. It's the organization's very DNA. Your organization's culture is what sets and then drives the standards of behavior. Your culture tells your people what's acceptable and important. Your culture lets people know what the organization values. For example, honesty, innovation, unending improvement, wowing customers, collaboration, candor, and so on. Your organization's culture states its philosophy, its mythology. Truly, it states its religion. And most importantly, culture really is king. The 5 best ways I've learned to build culture are as follows. Number 1, rituals. I like the cult in culture. The best companies like Dell and Google and Southwest Airlines and Apple and Walmart have something in common with cults. They have unique rituals like a 7 a.m. team huddle or Friday afternoon pizza parties to promote team building. Rituals shape culture, and they keep the organization special. Second, celebration. John Abley, founder of the multi-billion-dollar Boston Scientific, once told me over dinner that, quote, "You get what you celebrate," close quote. Powerful idea. When you see someone living the values your culture stands for, make them a public hero. Behavior that gets rewarded is behavior that gets repeated. Catch people doing good. The third best way to build culture, conversation. Your people become what the leaders talk about. To get your vision and values into people's hearts, you need to be talking about that stuff constantly, at employee gatherings, at weekly meetings, during your daily huddles, and at the water cooler. You need to evangelize what you stand for constantly. In his excellent book, Winning, Jack Welch said that he spent so much time evangelizing GE's mission that he could call his people at 3 in the morning and half asleep, they could restate it. He never did. Next point, training. A mission-critical focus to build culture is employee development. Such a key point to get. If you agree that your organization's #1 resource is your people, then it only makes sense to invest significantly in developing your #1 resource. Hold seminars and have leadership workshops to instill the values you seek to nurture and build a leadership culture into their hearts and minds. When your people improve, your company will improve. And then the final of the best ways I can think of to share with you in terms of building culture, storytelling. Great companies have cultures where great stories are told from generation to generation. The story about how the company was founded in a basement, or the story about how a teammate went the extra mile and delivered a customer's baby, or the story about how an organization fought back to victory from the brink of disaster. Storytelling cements a company's most closely cherished ideals into the hearts of its people. People want to go to work each day and feel that they're part of a community. One of the deepest of all of the psychological needs of a human being is the need for belonging. We also want to work for an organization that values us, that promotes our personal growth.
You got the key passage of this audio. He said culture is king. And how to build the cultures. He gave some idea. And that is what is the present topic today. How to build the company-wide quality culture. And culture is powerful, I am telling you. So I was just giving you some input that what is a quality. The quality of a product. Ajay bhai, the voice is okay or it's echo? Okay. Is okay now? Still reduced little bit? Thank you, Ajay bhai. The quality definition is quality of a product, ability to satisfy the needs and expectation of the customer. Another definition of quality as per ISO, Indian Standard Organization or Indian Organization for Standardization, International Organization for Standardization. So according to ISO, the definition of the quality is a totality of a features and the characteristics of a product or services that bear on its ability to satisfy the stated or implied needs. See, I will tell you, when you talk about quality, it has two perspectives. Number one is a user-based perspective and second is a value-based perspective. If you introspect, user-based perspective, if you are a mechanical engineer and you go to buy the drill bit, you have a drill machine and you want to buy a drill bit, what are you buying? You are buying a hole, you are not buying a drill bit. You are buying a size of the hole, you will say 16 mm, 12 mm, 10 mm. So it is a user-based perspective. There is a value-based perspective also. Got it? Even if somebody asks me the simple definition of the quality, my definition is conformance with requirement. That is the definition of quality. For me, this spectacle is quality, conformance with my requirement. For you, it's not fancy. You got my point. For you, it's not quality, but for me, it's quality, conformance with my requirement. So various perspective of the quality. Okay, before we talk detailed company-wide quality culture. But quality, when we talk, the context of the quality is always customer. So who is this gentleman? The person who is impacted by your product or process, because as a company. So what all we are talking, the context of company-wide quality culture is for your customer. Everything starts from the customer and ends with customer. And that is how the quality culture built in the corporation. That is my point. And there are two customers, you know that, external customers and internal customers. So when your internal customers are well cultured on the pre-requirement quality first, your external customer will be very happy. That is the meaning, that we are working internally first to satisfy external customers. The definition of the customer in the Six Sigma, AEIOU is the customer. The person who is accepting your goods and services or services, person who is evaluating, person who is inspecting, person who is the owner of your goods or services or the users of the goods or services. is your customer in the context of external customer. I always talk before talking on the quality culture, how the company runs. Company runs on SIPOC, SIPOC. What all C is asking the customer converted into the expectation. Expectation means customer wants this type of the quality, which is converted into outputs. Like this customer say that, okay, I want this type of the features, technical specification. I want within 2 weeks, so delivery. I want this quality standard or tolerances or specification. Everything converted into outputs. This is the output customer is expecting from your goods or services. To achieve this output, you need processes, right? To deliver this output, you need processes. Okay. You need processes. And that processes you need input. You should be aware to deliver this output you need process, but every process there is an input, right? The process output is the output here, and for any input you need supplies. So company wide quality culture we are talking this boundary. This is the total boundary, customer to supplier. Don't think that I am a small company, I am a supplier, I should not talk big word like quality. Believe me, the future belongs to the company who deliver quality. Future belongs to a company, they demonstrate that they are focused on quality. They demonstrate that their company culture is focused fully on the quality. Today if you ask me, I was just talking today on M&A workshop here in Ahmedabad, mergers and acquisitions. If somebody want to acquire your company, they look closely that how much you have a quality culture in the company, because if this is lacking, then the buyer has to invest a lot. Nobody is interested to invest a lot. Everybody wants quality culture, right? Moving further on the input of evening, why this company wide quality culture? Top three reasons according to my journey in the corporate. One is powerful, your brand. Impacted if the quality is not delivered to the customer, and today you are in digital media, Facebook and LinkedIn and WhatsApp and I don't know what not, right? So brand is very, very important. But why brand is important? Because you want to have a sustainable business. Even though you pour in technology, you pour in improvement in the processes, but if there is no quality first as a part of your culture, you will not be able to sustain the brand and business. Second is you have to face the competition. What is your value selling point? Quality is your value selling points. See, I will tell you, quality is free. The Phillips Crosby is right. Quality is free. Why not to take the benefit? If you have a quality program in the company, believe me, you will find the benefit. Parts per million, your space, your process time, you will be more lean. You will be talking solution, not problem. Your mindset will be different. You will say that person is not a problem, process is a problem, because you will be working as per the SIPOC. You will not say that person is a problem. You said what is the problem in the process. That mindset only comes when you build the quality culture. This is what I am talking with the conviction, because I am acting, working and watching, every aspect of this culture building. Competition, I think you have to face it, and this helps you. And again, changing customers. Customers are changing, the needs and wants are changing. Now this quality guru has given a good research finding, worth reading. Manufacturing companies spend 20% of revenue doing things wrong and then doing them right again. Cost of quality, this is a wastages area. Service companies spend 35% of the operating expenses in the similar way. Now, if you take a bigger picture in terms of rupee and dollar, you will understand. Take the bigger picture, don't look at this percentage. Just quantify in terms of your money aspect, then you will get the answer. See, according to Crosby, absolute of the quality management, prevention cost, appraisal cost and failure cost. This is the biggest cost. This is the smallest cost, and the prevention cost, the first pillar of the prevention cost is to create a culture of quality in the company. People talking quality first. People should not talk delivery first. Come what may, please deliver. We will correct the issues at the customer place. Then this is not a right culture. It is a delivery culture. It is not a quality culture. You are getting the practical thoughts. My thoughts are very clear. The culture always talks quality first. We will bear the customer complaint on the delay, but we will not bear a single customer complaint on the quality of my product or services. Very clear statement. Now, if you look at quality cultures vis-a-vis traditional culture, these are the tagline, that this is what is the difference you will find. When you go to a company and the company believe in quality first, they will have operating philosophy, they will have objectives, they will have a management approach, they will have an attitude towards the customer, because everything starts with customer, ends with customer. They will have a problem solving approach. They will have a good supplier relationship. Supplier will be their partner, because they are part of your journey to deliver to the customer. And performance improvement approach. This will be a part of quality culture in the company. So how to activate? We had a nice theory, right? How to activate this cultural change? Let's take the input. The first alert I would like to share that the change cannot occur in a hostile environment. As a leader, you top down, you have to, but you can't do this cultural shift in a hostile environment. Trust me, it takes time. Moving to a total quality culture, company-wide culture, it takes time. Positive results you will achieve over a period. You will not achieve in 1 week, 1 month, 3 months. It will take 6 months, 1 year, 5 years. It's a journey. So don't be hostile. You can't copycat, copy paste immediately. It can't be difficult to overcome the past. It will be very difficult sometimes to overcome the past, because you have your own way to do the business. The employee are all set in the culture. And I am telling you, any change is pleasure or a pain. Pleasure or a pain? Pain, right. Everybody wants to be in comfort zone, right? When you are disturbing them, it's a pain. But if everybody agrees together that this pain is for a future pleasure, will they be ready? Chances are there. Probability, if you ask me, probability is high to say yes. But if this change without the clear picture and only pain and no clear picture, people will have a higher resistance, right? And that is, I call, hostile environment. If you listen to that audio of Robin, he said that you have to convince the people, because people brings the change, not you. Sometimes, in activating this cultural shift, leadership from the top is very, very essential. Sometimes the company culture simply cannot be changed without changing the top men. Painful decision you have to take sometime. Maybe in a political language you say don't change him, but shift him to other department. Okay, advisory role. Put a new hero to drive the cultural change. Cultural change requires supports, ideas, leadership from employees at all levels. So it is a teamwork. When you are, moving forward, the first line is universal. Resistance everywhere, any organization. Continuous improvement means continuous change. Now when I said company-wide quality culture, the quality is not a static phenomena. Quality improvement is continuous. There are two types of quality improvements in the company. One is continuous improvement in the quality, and second is breakthrough. Breakthrough means 90% improvement. And when you take certain projects to go for a breakthrough improvement, it is a highly painful process. Highly painful process. So it's a continuous change. And why change is difficult? Because it always a clash between the culture. There are enablers and there are barriers in the company when you go for the cultural change. I repeat, there are enablers and there are barriers. You have to unite together all the enablers to take this journey and take care of the barriers. Always two groups in the company. Whichever is bigger or smaller, over a period you can work out. So I have some thought process to create a company-wide quality culture. And I have a, political leader, I have 11 points, agenda to create a culture. 11 steps for a roadmap to build a company-wide culture. So ready to go for that one by one? You are not sleeping, na? Okay. I will check right now or no? Awaken, na? First step out of 11, create a constancy of a purpose for a continuous improvement. The day one you stop telling your people that this is good, or you start telling that this is good, fantastic, the comfort starts. People take you granted, boss is very happy. You have to reward that behavior for good, but go for the next project. So continuous journey, continuous improvement, create a constancy of purpose for improvement of the systems, products, services with aim to become excellent. See, one of the good idea I always share, benchmark. Benchmarking, it's a good word in quality. Benchmarking means who is best in class. Go to the best in class and learn the good things from best in class. You need not to say that I am in engineering industry, how can I benchmark hotel industry? You can. They are best in class on the courtesy. They are best in class with the customer response. They are best in class with customer relationship. Corona copy paste. Take the project. Even you can benchmark Domino Pizza also. You got my point. If you are in a service industry and your time from customer call to reaching the customer place is 1 hour, why not 30 minutes like Domino Pizza? Point number 1 is a continuous journey to your team. And once you do this, you are optimizing your cost. You are getting my point. You get the profit. Customer will not give you price increase. Customer will ask you to reduce, optimize your cost and keep the same prices. At the most, the customer is very good, he will try to cope up with your inflation. 5%, 7%, 9%, but every year salary increases by 10 to 12%, right? Employee salary budget, YOY, year on year, increment कितना मिलता है? 12% तो मिलता होगा ना? 10% तो मिलता होगा ना? Pardon? 10 to 15. तो वो कहाँ से निकालोगे? Customer will not give you 10 to 15, and if you are a labor intensive industry, it will impact you direct on your pricing. So quality has the relation with every part of the business, right? Quality wide, company wide quality culture means this is the meaning. The meaning is bottom line. Point number 2, switch from defect detection to a defect prevention. So traditional approach is galat kya hai? But the modern approach is how do I prevent it? Let us have some process in the company collecting all this proactively. If it is going to the customer, then it is a escape. Will be painful, may impact repeat business, may impact your brand image. Lot of issue. So it's a journey of your culture building that how can we? You have to sell this story. Yeah? Nothing will happen automatic. Point number 3, in dealing with supplier, one should not end the practice of avoiding the business only on the price. They are your partner. Give them the business, but negotiate on quality. Negotiate on value engineering. That is my point. Minimize the total cost. Move towards supplier for making a partner in a long-term relationship of a loyalty and the trust. You ask the supplier that do you have a quality culture in your company? Do you have the Kaizen projects? Do you have a lean principle applied in your company? Can you reduce the lead time? Can you take my inventory, instead of keeping stock in my company, will you keep the stock? Stock is not only the cost, it is taking your floor space also. When you are keeping too much inventory from supplier in your company means what? It's not only blocking your capital, but you are blocking your floor also. And floor has a cost today. Real estate has a cost today. You have to think forward. जब आप धंधा कर रहे हो तो ऐसे करो. And it is a culture building, quality. You are talking quality means you are talking every aspect of the business. This is your project. Point number 4. Improvement is not confined to only product, but their direct processes, but all supporting services and activities. See, generally we have an old mindset that quality is only for the manufacturing. No, quality is for everything. I think sometimes I always say QDRR, quality, delivery, relationship and response. These are the dimensions which directly, touching the customer. Customer is touched by quality, delivery, relationship and response. So everything is clustered there, is part of your project, part of your culture. I was asking you that attended quality programs or quality improvement programs. I think take a lead. Take a lead, learn the quality tools. There are many quality tools. The very simple tools are asking 5 whys for any problem. Maybe cause and effect diagram, lean principle, value stream mapping, setup reduction. Many quality tools are available. Take the knowledge of these tools. Suppose you are bothered with statistical aspect of the quality, don't bother. Use simple statistical or analytical Excel sheet and then work out. But don't get afraid of the statistical of 6 sigma, 6 standard deviation. No. Apply all these tools. So train a modern way. Your supervision in the company must change from chasing to a coaching and support. Today if you ask me, when I deal with a lot of my friends, we talk, you always chase each other. वो कर दिया आपने, ये कभी करेगा, इसका क्या हुआ? What are you doing, man? You are chasing. Instead of that, start coaching and supporting them to think, things happens in time. And let us have a processes. When you are doing chasing, follow up means you don't have a process. You have a fear. Things will not happen in time. Things will not happen as per the specification. Do you have any mistake proof solution in your hand? See, this is a quality culture language. The vocabulary, when you have a quality culture, this vocabulary comes in. That can we make this mistake proof? Is there a process? Acha, process is mature. Okay, what is the impact of this process on the customer? These are all quality culture language. This comes when you start inculcating this culture in the company. This is a very important point to build a quality culture across. Drive out fear, encourage two-way communication. See, I have personally started one initiative in my company. I do a live chatting once in a month. Live chatting once in a month on this subject. Quality improvements, quality challenges, customer complaints, solutions, good projects, celebrations, live chat 1 hour. Topic is only quality. So you have to use the technology also. You cannot meet the entire team across the India, but you can do now use the technology. So drive out the fear, encourage two-way communication. It will work effective. And very important, management should be held responsible for the fault of the organization and the environment. It's not employee. The leadership is responsible. I will not explain now. A lot of people are smiling. Finance department is the enemy, right? Finance department is enemy. HR department is not part of quality. Only manufacturing talks. Nowadays, little bit service people talks, engineering people talks. Remove the barrier between the departments to build the company-wide quality culture. Break out barriers between the areas. People must work as a team and they must foresee and prevent the problems during system development and use. So it should be a cross-cultural team. Even diversity I encourage. So this barrier has to go out. Publish top management's permanent commitment to a continuous improvement of the quality and the productivity. If you go to some good company, you find quality policy tagged in front of the reception. Every senior executive and middle level managers, they have a quality objective. I think this is the journey to build the quality culture. I think this is a very, very important step to build the quality culture. Event. And people like event. Everybody like event, right? So event with sub-objectives to build the quality culture, and that too again company-wide. Maybe you can have a zero defect day, once in a month, once in a year. You can have a cycle time reduction across the company. Whatever you are now applying benchmarking, right? Best in class. So if your cycle time is X number of hours or days or months, take the project. You can take project on a goal setting, that as a company we want to set the goal for the customers. Goal setting again happens from the market feedback. You can have a project on error cause removal. You can take some event like this. These are some examples. Or one event to recognize the best of the best success stories before and after. Because you want to sell the story that this is what is our company focus on the quality, and this is what you build the culture. This gives the common values. And you can have a quality councils. Kaizens and all these are Japanese gift to us. Quality circles and all. Even this is personal example I wanted to share. We had one event on reducing downtime across our company. Now what is this downtime? One full day event focus on how to remove defects and how to zero down the rework. Oh, Phillips Crosby, you remember, na, 20% and 35%. How to work on the overproduction. Overproduction is not a quality issue, believe me. But overproduction means that you are not in connect what customer needs and wants. You are overproducing means you are blocking the capital, right? You are blocking the capital. One fine day, if this production is not sold in time, it will be obsolete. Then you have to come with the sale, right? 50% discount. Waiting time. Non-utilization of the people's skill. So this is a downtime project which was very successful, and when we quantified in terms of money, it was a millions of US dollar saving project. Investment one day across the globe. Project name reduce downtime. इतने सारे पैरामीटर है. Inventory, even the motion. When you are working in manufacturing, the motion has the value. What are the unwanted motions? You do videography. Okay. So these are all good projects. Sometimes you are doing axis processing. You don't require, and then you are processing. So downtime is a great idea, which came up from employee. Huh? And this is a cultural part. When you have a company-wide quality culture, it comes up. People give you idea. Last step 11. Actively create a quality revolution. Meaning that put the customer first in everything you do. Listen actively to all the stakeholders. All stakeholders means employee, customers, even your board of directors, everybody, all the stakeholders, all your partners, even suppliers. Invest in people, training, education and recruitment. Recruit right people, not only good people. Recruit good and right people. Openly reward, recognize, support the productivity and innovation. That Robin Sharma was talking now, the behavior is rewarded, is repeated. So you want repetition of this cultural part of the quality. Openly support the failures where people have tried to improve. Person is not a problem. Process is a problem. Got it? Mistake is mistake once you correct it. Don't say that forget one time, but you have to correct it. And once you correct it, you have to think about corrective actions. That how many mistakes probably we would have done in the past, and then take corrective actions. This is the ISO theory. We call CCP, corrective action and preventive action. Involve everyone in everything at all the times. Nothing secret to improve the quality in your company. And that is what company-wide quality culture. Nothing secret. Everybody is partner to improve the quality of your product or services. Now, after this 11 step, the concluding sum up, how to maintain this quality culture. So, I congratulate you, you got a quality culture. But having done that, how do I maintain? You put 11 step, you invested some time, now you have a culture, you have a vocabulary, but how do I maintain a quality culture all throughout? Continue awareness, because your attrition rate, I assume minimum 10%. Attrition rate, you understand, right? So, you have to continue training, awareness, you have to continue the leadership tone. Leadership tone is very, very important. What you ask, that you get. You got my point? What you measure, that you get. If you don't measure anything, you don't get anything. If you are very fat, what you measure? Reduction in the weight. You target, na? What you measure, that you get. So, this is very, very important to maintain this quality culture, maintain awareness of a quality at key cultural issue. Consider this as the corporate absolute value. I think couple of absolute values are ethics. Everybody wants to follow the ethical code of conduct. The environment, health and safety is second absolute of the corporate. But quality is also one of the absolute. Got it? Zero tolerance, I can say that way. So, continue awareness, leadership, empower employee, recognize and reward. I think this is a ideas to continue the momentum and maintain the culture. So, final sum up. So, after listening to me, the marathon input, work out your priority. You have 5 choices. I am sure you will have some challenges on the quality culture. Act on important, don't react to the urgent. Very, very important, not urgent. So, you are giving your quality time to build the quality culture. Go for the extraordinary, don't settle for ordinary. If you want to build the quality culture, build the world class quality culture, benchmark best of the best company in the global village. There is a website APQC, American Productivity Quality Council. Go and visit the website, you will find a lot of best in class company. Just approach them. People will feel honor and proud then when you say that I want to benchmark you, you are best in class. And even they will have some resistance to share the data, but you ask some data which is not non-confidential, they will share with you. Couple of companies are doing it. Schedule the big rocks, which you think is very, very important, not urgent, and that will give you a quick result. Because everybody in the context of our culture wants quick result. So, schedule the big rocks. Rule the technology, I told you, to build the company-wide quality culture. Don't the technology rule you. Very, very simple. And fuel your fire, don't burn out. I think this input today to fuel the fire, to build the company-wide quality culture. This is a nice picture on a Saturday evening. You see Gandhiji here in front of leading the team. So, this is a Gandhigiri in quality to build the quality culture across the company-wide. Unless you do this type of Gandhigiri to build up the culture, nothing will happen. You have to be passionate, and I will tell you, your market price will go up. Your market price will go up. When your company price goes up, indirectly you go up, right? Again, this is a repeated slide always, everywhere, wherever I go, I show it. Purpose and direction is very clear. Quality first in the company. My company recognized brand leader for quality, not only for aesthetic, not only for the technology, but technology with quality. Because you get best of the best technology, but if your product are not consistent and reliable, what will happen? You get complaint, right? Why you get complaint? Because your internal customers are not aligned. Why they are not aligned? Because there is no culture. I am just doing Dr. Kariya. You got my point. Alignment comes the culture building. I think this is a momentum in a right direction to build the company, have a sustainable business, have a lot of breakthrough improvement in your business, your product, services. I think this momentum is a need. I think if this quality culture company-wide is there, a solution is automatic. Again, final summary, corporation standard operating system, company-wide quality culture, the way all the people work, the quality first, it should be the mindset. Practice every day by everyone in the company to improve, maximize quality and flow of the value to the customers, because quality today, the boundary here of the talk is customer, starts and ends with the customer. Quality improvement programs are process oriented, data driven, customer focused. It drives relentlessly to close the gaps between actual results and the goals. So it is a continuous momentum and utilized to improve the business result. Quality culture is not for charity, is to show that your P and L is signing, and mainly P is signing, not L is signing, profit side. Got it? It's basically for the bottom line, nothing here for charity. Last but not least, to judge the company-wide quality culture is the shiny eyes. Audio video is very important. If somebody is just doing the ISO certification or Six Sigma, having a black belt in the company, everybody, when you go and meet the employee in the company, eyes tells everything, shiny eyes. How much they are passionate about quality, how much they are engaged in the quality project. This is very, very important. I always say that culture you can judge from shiny eyes. Don't look at me, my eyes are shiny. Okay. Ultimately, this culture building is teamwork. So I think you can help us to build the good team building programs, right? At the end of the day, it's teamwork. Everybody will have to play together. So you have to have more and more enablers to build the culture. Why this company-wide quality culture? Because I said brand name and sustainability and competition and the customers. I think impressions are very, very important. I always say first impression is an everlasting impression. You don't get second chance in the market. So you want to take a chance. The hypothesis is you don't get second chance in the market. So you should not take chance, right? So quality gives that guarantee. Quality culture gives you that assurance that you are aligned. Your culture is well set. Very important, again I am repeating here, people is not a problem, process is a problem. That mindset comes when you have a quality culture. Otherwise it is a game of claim and blame. People bombard each other and they pass the bucks. But here you are a part of solution when you are having a quality culture. Nice picture, the dose of the Saturday evening. Always look for what is wrong before looking who is wrong. Got it? So look at the processes, look at the input, look at the supply, but don't take that due to him we failed. Then you are wrong. You are not mature culture. So final summary, you have to be part of solution, and this comes from company-wide quality culture. Summing up final line of my evening talk, conceive this concept, it's already there in corporation. If you start believing, I am sure you will achieve it. But you have to conceive it. You have to take the bigger picture, because your window, you have to open more. Then and then we can digest this, and let's have the action to have this company-wide quality culture. Only wishful thinking will not help us. That is why I was sharing the picture of that Mahatma Gandhi leading the people. So this is a Gandhigiri you have to take up. What all you learn today in the evening, I think convert into a action plan, your PDP. I always say whenever I give a talk, just take some good points out of it and convert into your personal development plan. What is your understanding of a company-wide quality culture after this, 45, 60 minutes input, and how would you like to use it in your day-to-day activities? I am sure you would have picked up something with my bombardment. My personal note, quality is a state of mind. Building quality in your solution needs to be an integral part of your business process. This is my personal note, nothing theoretical, but coming from my left hand side, okay, dil se. Good picture, focus, 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 focus on quality. Again, quality company wide through culture. That's my tone. The culture is king. Don't do the quality aesthetic for compliance, but do it with conviction. That is why I have put this book in front of you, Compliance to Conviction. I have seen that a lot of supplier, a lot of customers, they show off that I have a ISO, we have a Six Sigma project. They show you for compliance because you are the vendor and you get the business. But do it with conviction. And conviction only comes when you have a culture in the company. Everybody is convinced that quality first, quality culture is going to help us for a long term. Short term compliance will help you, get you the business, not long term. And that is why this topic. Now final questions. Can you build company-wide quality culture after 45-50 minutes bombardment? So how many say yes and how many say no? Raise your hand. Great guys, so I'm confident. And I was to tell you, even though you have raised the hand, yes, we can, you can, right? It's possible. If you need more details on some of the quality related aspect, my email ID is there. You can take it. I will go back to my first slides. But before I end my talk and going to the question answer, my gratitude coming for a late evening, winter, cold, big three thank you, right? And now question time. You have any question on this topic? Pardon? This is my parent main company, United Technologies.
United Technologies was built by industry pioneers whose innovations continue to transform the way people live and work. Today, we offer unmatched global growth opportunities by providing high-technology products and services to the aerospace and building systems industries. Suppliers are critical to our success. We have more than 50,000 suppliers. Approximately 75% of our product comes from the supply base, and we spend more than $25 billion with our suppliers. United Technologies established the Supplier Gold program to recognize our highest performing suppliers. Hear from some of our suppliers what it means to be Supplier Gold and their success stories.
Supplier Gold is a combination of science, common sense, and employee participation.
It's given us...
Okay, I'll just hold you here. This program is basically selecting the suppliers, building a long-term partnership based on quality. When you come to know, this is our operating system. So if you are quality, you get a long-term business. And that is why all these vendors talking about quality.
Great peer recognition amongst our supply base.
When we learned more about ACE, I really fell in love with ACE.
ACE means quality.
When you embrace ACE, the first thing that happens is that your organization transforms into a world-class organization.
It means you're the best, and that endorsement from your customer, it's priceless.
One of our factories that implemented ACE went from 168 days of inventory. That factory now operates at 65 days.
Everyone knows the dramatic improvements Lean brings. We cut process steps from 99 to 33, inspection stages from 14 to 9, operators from 10 to 8, floor space from 75 to 60 square meters, inventory time from 57 to 12 days. The total lead time fell from 63 days to 7. Dramatic. The first good thing that happened because of ACE was the implementation of the quality clinic. The PPM numbers are constantly coming down.
A mistake is a jewel. You can learn a lot from it.
Our on-time delivery has improved from 95% to 99%.
Yeah, we're over 95% on time throughout our factories, and that number was just a dream 5 years ago.
When it comes to customer delight, it's just not process. You also need to measure the customer satisfaction. You also need to do employee engagement. No quality operating system I know in the world measures these two.
The customer's goals become our goals.
Many suppliers have already achieved the gold and performing levels. We strive to get all of our key...
So key message in this, top class people in the audio video, key message was that the company-wide quality culture, they were talking ACE. ACE means achieving competitive excellence. Achieving competitive excellence means with the company-wide quality culture. They got a dramatic result. They said that my, on-time delivery was 95% accurate. My parts per million were, defect were going down. Mistake is a joke in my company. You heard that lady, right? Mistake is a joke. The process steps from 98 to now 62. meaning that productivity improvements. So company-wide quality culture, when you have this operating culture in your company, guaranteed there will be a benefit to your P&L, and benefit to P&L come from the customer. He was talking about market feedback analysis. Everything starts with customer, ends with customer. So this audio video, my objective is to convince you that you are a supplier to someone always, even though you are a big company or a small company. You get the business only on your quality. Price is always there, the relationship is also there, but quality tag is always there. People pay you for the quality, and it comes from the culture. If your people are ignorant, you know the answer. Even you will have a late night sleep every day, always worried, anxiety, right? So this culture gives you assurance that you are set right, aligned. Any other question? I welcome.